What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to focus in on the Frozen Four. I should have done the speech yesterday, but doing it 3 hours before the puck drops for the first game. It's total CJ messed up. That's on me. But the first game was Union against Boston College. I like BC in this game, and I think Union has one of the best defensemen in college hockey in Shane Gosby here, and BC has the best player in college hockey in Johnny Gaudreau. I think Gaudreau has 3 points tonight. I think he's going to put up a spectacular effort. It's a pretty good Union team. And BC is going to get the win and move on to the national championship game. And then on the other side of the bracket, Dakota and the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. I got Minnesota winning this game. I like Dakota a lot. They're peaking at the right time, and they're old WCHA rivals that are no longer in the same conference, which speaks to the ludicrousness of college hockey. But I like the Gophers in this game. They're another team that really has a lot of young talent. Freshman class has been amazing this year. Hudson Fasching, the LA Kings draft pick that got traded to the Sabres at the deadline, is one hell of a young power forward. He's an up and comer. Kyle Rao, Florida Panthers draft pick, junior captain of the Gophers. Brady Shea, first round pick of the New York Rangers, defenseman, really playing well. All those guys are really peaking at the right time. You're seeing why there were such highly sought after prospects coming out of their respective programs. Now, having said that, I get BC winning the national championship. I picked them at the start of the tournament. I picked them at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to roll with it. I like the way this Frozen Four is formatted as opposed to 2 years ago when BC and Minnesota were both there, and Union as well, because Union and Ferris State played each other in the semifinals. And all due respect to both schools, it was one of the worst college hockey games ever. It sucks, like 3-1 final. And then BC played Minnesota in the second game, and it was one of the greatest games I've ever been to. BC just came out flying. They went up six. I think it was like a 6-1 job. But you got to see some really, really amazing players. Johnny Gaudreau had one of the best goals ever. That was actually a national championship game. But Kreider was playing amazing. Dumoulin. Really just a lot of talent out there for both teams. Obviously, Bustad, Kyle Rao, guys like that for the Gophers. But I liked. That was a national championship. And BC beat Ferris State. Gaudreau that great goal to make it 3-1. I would have liked to have seen BC and Minnesota in opposite semifinal games, but just where the seedings worked out. So this year, there are two legitimate good semifinal games. All four teams are awesome, and I can realistically see any one of these four teams winning it. But right now, I got BC and Minnesota in the championship game. BC winning it all. Johnny Gaudreau winning the MVP of the Frozen Four, and then getting on a plane and making his NHL debut on Sunday for the Calgary Flames. That's a possibility. We'll see what happens, though. Anyway, that's like on this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Frozen Four, the 2014 Frozen Four. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.